The universe itself was created through speech. The 43 sins enumerated in the Al-Chait Confession recited on Yom Kippur are sins committed through speech. The Talmud and even James in the Torah tell us that the tongue is so dangerous that it must be hidden from view behind two protective walls, the mouth and teeth, to prevent its misuse. The harm done by speech is even worse than by stealing or cheating someone financially. Money lost can be repaid but can never repair the damage done by speech. For this reason, there is no forgiveness for lashon hara or disparaging speech. This may or may not be true, but it illustrates the seriousness of offensive speech. A Hasidic tale vividly illustrates the danger of improper speech. A man went about the community telling malicious lies about the rabbi. Later, he realized the wrong he had done and felt remorse. He begged the rabbi for forgiveness, saying he would do anything he could to make amends. The rabbi told the man, "Take a feather pillow, cut it open, and scatter the feathers to the winds." The man thought this was a strange request, but it was a simple enough task, and he did it gladly. When he returned to tell the rabbi that he had done it, the rabbi said, "Now, go and gather the feathers. Because you can no more make amends for the damage your words have done than you can recollect the feathers." Speech has been compared to an arrow. Once the words are released, like an arrow, they cannot be recalled, the harm they do cannot be stopped, and the damage they do cannot always be predicted, for words like arrows often go astray. Friedrich paused and took a deep breath. "I didn't come to say all that, I really didn't, but Sabaoth put it in my heart, and I spoke the words he had given me. Be blessed and go in the peace that Sabaoth has given us." Queen and Wanyenyekevu looked at each other, and Wanyenyekevu said with a smile, "Sabaoth is able," and Queen replied, "Yes, he is." The days passed, and many of the enlightened from other camps around the region, dedicated to Sabaoth and his ways, gradually arrived in Tucson in great numbers, dwindling to a few until the last group. Young Yun and his men reported to Wanyenyekevu, "I am the last one, and all camps are secure, and they will report as soon as there is any mention of trouble." Wanyenyekevu ordered all Tucson prisoners to Madden at Altenwer and demanded that every family meet with him to rid themselves of those who no longer fit into their culture, those of evil heart. Queen announced as the people lined up, "If a loved one is not approved, you may go with them, and you are not and will not be forced to stay, but we will force those who do not pass to leave. If you are directed to the left of the building, you will leave because you have an evil heart. We are not saying you were involved in trafficking, but your heart is not right with Sabaoth." I just wanted to say that. Wanyenyekevu sat there in a daze, staring into space as she spoke. Queen noticed Wanyenyekevu, "A penny for your thoughts?" He smiled, "I noticed, and it's just an observation. Whether true or not, I'm not aware, but it seems to me that the farther you move from the south in any given direction, the less spiritual people are. I will not live in a place where men's heart is evil. Sabaoth has assigned Dark Eagle and me to look after his people, and I will do just that, so if their hearts are evil, they must be dismissed." The crowd walks around and in the distance, "Where are we to go?" shouted someone in the crowd. "Truly, we must know that your heart is as corrupted as ours, to kick us out in the middle of nowhere." Wanyenyekevu stood up, "Can you see a man's heart? His desires? No, but Sabaoth has granted me that gift, and with it, I can see it. You might fool yourself or others, but not Sabaoth. Go as you please. It is none of my concern." Wanyenyekevu notices a man forcing a woman to follow him. "You! Why are you forcing her to go with you?" The man was rude. "Mind your own damn business. This does not concern you." Wanyenyekevu smiled, "Oh, but it does now." Wanyenyekevu shouted, "Daniel," and Daniel made his way toward the man. The man shouted, "Another child. What are we to be ruled by children?" Daniel broke both of the man's legs, and as the man screamed in agony, he tried to attack. Daniel turned and broke his nose. Wanyenyekevu asked the woman, "Do you want to stay or go?" The woman said, "If you find me worthy, I will stay. The abuse of my children and me have gone far too long to go anywhere with this man."